Hi everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com, and today is Tuesday. We did not have a down day Tuesday as I thought we might, but I definitely think we are going to sell off some tomorrow. The rising wedge is getting ready to break. As you can see here clearly, the candle that we put in here, the candle of indecision, spinning top on a doji. So I definitely think we're going to break this and fall down tomorrow. You can see also here there is this entire move up was with really no volume. This is a telltale giveaway as this was going down. The ADX line was going down, not providing any strength at all to this up move. So even though it exploded up, you can tell it didn't have any staying power because the ADX wasn't supporting the move. It just, wasn't giving it any power up. So, and I believe this is going to hook up and run up over the next few days, and you're going to see this red line, which is the negative DI line, come up as the market sells off. And so I think we're going to start to roll over tomorrow. Now, as for whether or not we push up a little bit more or not, I don't know. Possibly. It is possible. This right here, we're still in light volume. If they want to gap it up in the morning, that's the absolute ultimate place to get short tomorrow morning if it gaps up and hits 11:30. And it seems like it really wants to do that now. I don't know if it's going to or not. They are very, very extended here. But again, with light volume and PPT buying and no sellers, they can probably gap it up, but it won't stay. It's going to sell off. There's no doubt in my mind at this point that we're going to break this rising wedge. This line here is the most critical line. So from here to here, as you can see, it's already drawn in. When we break this, we're going to fall like a rock. We're at least going to hit this line right here. And if we break that, we're going to keep on going down to our fake print of 105.59, which very well could be a downside target. As for Friday, that quick, it could happen. I don't know that for sure, but I definitely think we're gonna, once we break it, we're gonna at least get to here. And if we keep selling off and break this rising support and go past this, then we're going to go to that 105.59 print. Okay. But as for tomorrow morning, it is anybody's guess. We could gap down, we could gap up. Either way, if you did not already get short today, tomorrow, if you got the chance, it's going to be, one of your last chances to get short before we're going to have a big sell-off, I do believe. The 60-minute chart does show it coming as a big sell-off. The daily shows it. Rising wedge like that, it's getting ready to roll over. You can see how tall this histogram tower is, and this thing starts to roll down. It's going to fall. Lots of people have us in a wave 3, of a wave 3, of a wave 3, etc. I don't know about that Elliott wave, but I think that the Elliotticians are right on that. It's going to be a massive sell-off. And same thing here. You can see this line drawn to here is a little bit different. You can actually draw it from here to here, but regardless, once this thing breaks this this rising wedge that it's in, it's candy bar the door, buddy. It's look out below. The VIX here over in Cobra's chart, you can see this line, draw a line right here, draw a line right here, all the way to here. It bounced right off support, went up, and closed with a little black bar right there, but that doesn't mean anything when it comes to the VIX. As you can see, the VIX doesn't always do what you think it does on black bar reversals. I think that I'd say that a lot of this is intraday manipulation. Time period, I think, more than anything. The time period early in the morning could cause the spike and then the reversal in the day, but it doesn't reverse the trend. You can look back here on the VIX, and you see a black bar there. You think it's going to reverse and go down since you were going up. No, it continues. So I don't pay a lot of attention to the black bar reversal on the VIX chart because it's just different. I don't know how to explain it, but you can see it doesn't work. Over here on Cobra's chart, again, we're seeing a same thing, a doji here, and you look back and you can see that we put like a doji on that day, and then we fell off a cliff, came back, and which is possible. We could do that and try to run back up the next day, but I really doubt it. I think once it starts down, it's going to be a candle like this one here. I don't think it's going to go down one day and come back up like this period here. I think it's going to start down tomorrow, and that'll be it. I think by Friday we're going to have a big move down like this. So the other thing that is coming out next week on Tuesday is the Feds are going to talk again, and this time it is reported that they are not going to bring any new money into the system, no new stimulus plan. So whatever they say, I think it's already planned ahead of time to crash the market, to sell it off. Same thing here on Cobra SPY chart. You're seeing the same thing. And Cobra's pointed it out here. Beware of these hollow red bar tops because you're very close to a top. So you could have this, again tomorrow, but I just doubt it. I think tomorrow, if they pop it up higher, it's a selling opportunity. In my opinion. So this, I think, is just going to roll over, and so they're trying to hold this up, I'm sure, because it's options expiration. But I think we're going to have a down day tomorrow. That doesn't mean they can't turn it right back up on Thursday. Go down tomorrow and maybe hit this moving average or 200-day moving average and pop it back up on Thursday or Friday, just so they can close it out to squeeze out anybody that was bearish. But we are we're really close to a major sell-off, I do believe. And look at the weekly chart. Yeah, we popped above it, like I'd said before. We put our candle in here, our positive candle. It may not end up this week because the week isn't over, but you can see here we are, we don't got too much further to go. Could we go up here another week, next week? Yeah, we could, but I just don't think we're going to. I think the market's done. With Ben Bernanke talking next week on Tuesday, I think that's going to be our big sell-off is next week. After he talks, I think it's done. I think we're just going to fall off a cliff. So this right here looks very similar to, what we've seen here. Look at what we're seeing back here. The market appeared to be crossing. It didn't quite make a cross, but it rallied back up and crossed above those two, and then fell off a cliff. Okay, kind of the same thing here. It has rallied back up above, only this time we have actually crossed, making it even more bearish than it was back here. So at this point, it's going to turn and just fall right back down by the end of the week. I don't really expect by the end of the week that this thing is going to show a positive candle. I think it's going to be negative for the week. And then, of course, once this thing falls below the zero line, it's going to be a multi-week move. You notice that all this moved down here, then back up, and all this moved down here. You look here, we were still well above the rate of change here. The ROC, the ROC, was still above the zero line. When it goes below that zero line, the moves we're going to be having down are going to be looking like this. So look out for Dow 8300 or a fake print to the downside, and keep an eye on that line because you can see what happened here, right there. Look at that. That was the telltale sign that is marked here, and when it fell off of there, it just that move down there was that was right there. That line was about 14 1480 or something like that, and then down here to the very low, put it in at about what, 1280 or something. That was like a 200-point move or something like that on the SPX. 20 points on the SPY. That's a lot. So, you know, that's kind of what I'm looking for. So next week, it's going. In my opinion, next week is just going to be horrible for the bulls. It's going to be a great week for the bears. For those of you brave enough to hang in there and get short now, today or tomorrow, or even yesterday, because I think it's going to pay off. You know, we're at 2 days of this chop. I don't think it's going to go much further than that. This rose just too quick. See here, you know, when we had all this chop, we did fall off twice. We sold off twice on the way up. So we went up, fell off, sold off, went back up, sold off, went back up, and then chop. So we could do that there. Well, what did we sell off here? Well, one time, and it was a teeny one, nothing compared to this sell-off that kind of worked off a lot of the overbought conditions. This didn't work off crap. I mean, this was this one little down day was nothing to work off anything. This, as far as I'm concerned, is a much more steeper vertical move than this move from here to here was, and that's why I don't think it'll last more than another day. I just don't see it. So I guess that's it. I'm just gonna keep it short. So again, you know, the 60 is going down. It's no sign that it's ready to turn back up. It's ready to go down, but that doesn't mean they can't try in the morning to suck out some more bears by doing some fake gap up on some fake economic news in the morning or something. Who knows? But I don't really expect it to go up very far. If it does, short it. That's your best advice. If not, if it breaks this trend line, short it. It's going down. It's falling. So either way, guys, I think this is the moment we've all been looking for. So, and I think this is a pretty long-term move, especially all of next week should be ugly. So once you get short, you might want to consider staying short. All right. Good luck to everyone. See you guys tomorrow.